Yay, we did it. Welcome, welcome. We are live. And so, welcome to Start Something Beautiful Saturday. I am here with the lovely, am I doing this right? No, this side. With the lovely Kim Hurd, who is actually a Mary Kay consultant. She is a director in qualification. I'm so excited to introduce her. And so we wanted to take a few minutes of your time just to talk to you a little bit about the business, talk to you a little bit about what Kim does, what I do. And so maybe this is for you, maybe it's not for you, but all we ask is that you listen with an open heart and listen to her story. And so without further ado, Kim, do you want to introduce yourself and kind of tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do, your family, how long you've been in Mary Kay?
Sure. Hi, my name is Kim. I have been a consultant for 7 years. I do work part-time as an autism aide in the local high school. I have 3 girls, 15, 12, and 6. I've been married for 17 years, and I'm in South Jersey.
Yay.
Yay! Good
So
stuff.
one of the things I didn't say, of course, because we jumped on here, we had a little bit of technical difficulties when we started. And so one of the things I wanted to say is, as Kim is answering some of my questions, I'm just going to ask her a few questions. If you have any questions about the business or about Kim or about me, go ahead and just comment in the comments, and then I'll scroll throughout the day and answer any questions. Or if you're live now, we'll go ahead and answer some questions. All right. So, you have been working. I said you were married 17. You're married 17 years. You've been working. You work with children, and so do you do Mary Kay and work at the same time? Yes, correct.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. And so, tell me what your life was like when you said yes to Mary Kay. What did you?
Oh, dear.
Why you said yes? What was it like?
Okay, so once upon a time, 7 years ago.
Yeah.
So we lived in a rental, and it probably wasn't the easiest financial time. And I kind of, I had 2 smaller kids, and they were starting to get a little bit older. I believe they were like 4-ish and like 6, 7-ish. So they were getting more and more independent. And once you kind of get past like baby fever and your kids start growing, you suddenly get like, well, hey, what about me here? Like, I'm mom, but like I can do things. And somebody asked me if I would help her out, and I absolutely said yes, I will help you out. So she came over and she shared some products with me, and of course, naturally, I love them all. And so when she gave me the opportunity, I literally like pondered it, like, okay, can I do this? Am I ready to do this? And after, really thinking it through, I knew it was a part of who I was as a person. I knew I loved products. I love makeup and skincare naturally. So it was such an easy yes. The only thing that was a little hesitant, like I said, was financially. It wasn't the best of time, but with faith and my heart, I just was like, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to spend this $100 on my starter kit and tell myself I can do it and just do it. And that's what I did. I just made a decision.
That's awesome. So
Yeah.
what I love about your story is that you came to help somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're a helper by nature. You have such a big heart, and I love that about you, Kim. But somebody asked you for help, and that's kind of like the reason why you came into Mary Kay. And I'll never forget that. I think you bought like an eyeliner,
Yes.
right?
And
And it was like, and I want to, any consultant watching, you're an eyeliner away from having an awesome consultant like Kim. So that was really interesting. And one thing that I don't know if I'm like, saying too much, but one of the things that I'll never forget, that I'll remember about us, you and I having a conversation. I believe you were in my house, and you had said to me, like, you were in Mary Kay for a little bit. You were in Mary Kay for a little bit, and you were transitioning. I guess you were moving or whatever, and you had said to me, I want to have a baby. And this is when you had your 2 older girls, and you were like, I want to have a baby. And you were like, so I got to figure this out and what we're doing. And then once, like you took a little bit of a pause in
Yeah.
the business, I believe you never
Yeah.
let it go, which was awesome. And so, but you took a little pause and then, I loved that you were able to mold your lifestyle, whether you were, trying to, have a baby and then had a baby and then, have that little baby. Because how old is Olivia now?
6.
She's 6, right? So throughout those 6 years, always molding and adjusting and pivoting your business to fit your family's
Yeah.
needs. And so that's one of the things I've always admired about you, and how you work this business. And I think it's the reason why you encourage so many women, you give so many women hope, because it
Yeah.
was like at all stages,
Yeah.
you're like, I got this. That's your line, your tagline, right? I got
It is.
this. So kudos to you. All right. So moving on, how has Mary Kay changed your life and how has it changed you as a person? Because I believe that women in general, like if you're a client and you're watching right now, most women, what you see when you think of Mary Kay is what? Skincare, lipstick, and products. And so one of the reasons why I want to do this and I want to get the word out there and just kind of almost like bring awareness is that we're so much more than product and so much more than business. And so our motto, our mission statement is that we change women's lives, right? We enrich women's lives. We make your life better, whether it's adding positivity to your life, financially, emotionally, spiritually, it is our job. That's what we do, right? We just happen to have a great product, right?
Yeah.
We just happen to have a great product, but the company was built on that first, and then she came up with a product. And so share with us what it's done for you.
So for me personally, and if you are a friend or a customer of mine, this is kind of where I get vulnerable. And with the situation of the world now, it kind of brought it back a little bit. And this is going to be a little raw. So for me personally, when I offered to help someone, I really didn't realize that it was going to change me as a person. And I have had, everybody has their issues and everyone has their setbacks and what have you. But I definitely struggled with self-confidence and anxiety and panic. And so when I stepped into this world, the way that this company applauds women and like say something doesn't go as planned, the it's okay mentality and let's just keep moving forward is so mentally freeing that I was able to come into a place and stand as my own. I was able to be in a place comfortably as my own person and not look at anything anymore as a failure. There really isn't any place for that in the world. Like, you always have a boss or an overhead, or here, literally people you don't know around the country are here pushing you up and pushing you forward. So to be able to win small prizes and hit small goals and build them to bigger goals and bigger prizes really did a lot for who I am, my confidence, how I feel about myself. I noticed I stopped stressing so much. I stopped work. Like, there literally is nowhere else I'd rather be than in my pink bubble and in my pink space with my pink team and seeing what they're doing and being able to give that to them too, because I know how hard that truly affected me. And now I'm here and I'm smiling more and I'm happy. And I was definitely able to handle what's going on in the world better mentally now that I kind of have that leg up. So I really, that's my heart. That's where I speak from. That's what I gained from all of this in 7 years.
That's awesome. And that's a lot. Like, I don't know anywhere else where you can find that. And so I applaud you. And the best part about what I do is that I got to watch that growth from day one. And so that's what brings me joy. And that's what makes me like, oh my gosh, and it's just watching that growth and watching you kind of go through those things and go through emotions. And like you said, just, always staying positive. And there's not enough of that in the world. And so it's our job to spread the love, right?
Yeah.
All right. So Let me just see if I missed anything. Yes, I actually, we talked about that. And then what have you found in Mary Kay that you've not been able to find in another company or another line of work? And I think you kind of answered a lot of that just now. But if there is there anything else that sticks out to you?
I kind of, in moving up in the company,
Mm-hmm.
and I've expressed this to you before, Jess,
Mm-hmm.
in moving up, something kind of got highlighted to me recently. And I realized, so I went to high school, I got married right away, I had my babies, we bought a home, we moved, we did life. And while I'm so grateful for that, I also, it literally like just recently occurred to me that while part of me felt like I didn't have anything for myself, as I've only completed 2 years of college, I can fulfill that here in Mary Kay. I can give myself that worth in building my business, in making people feel amazing, in helping my team members, in helping my customers, but also giving me that college level income doing what I would love to do, almost like a trade school.
Right.
Like, I got that training. I got that
Right.
now I can do that. I can do that proudly and feel like I have something for me now. So that's what I definitely was really
That's
excited about.
awesome. That's awesome. So, I always say you in this business you can make an executive income. I mean, I was making executive income and I was able to replace it with Mary Kay. And so, but to hear you say that, you never went to college, you never had that, but here you are on your way to an executive position in the company, without having that and I know that's important to a lot of
Yeah.
people. And I know
Yeah.
I did it. And it took me a long time. The amount of time I went through college, because I went part-time, I could have probably gotten a doctorate, right? But, with all that being said, like to hear you say those words, like that's huge. And I love that you're sharing it because there's other people that probably feel the same way you do. And, are wondering like, what can I do? Right. And
Yeah.
so that's a good, that's, I love that you shared that. And so, I have just a couple other questions. Can you share with everybody how you've been able to work this business during a pandemic? I know that was a cause of concern for some people that we've been talking to and interviewing. So talk to us a little bit about that.
To be completely honest, I actually found it quite easy because I'm typically the busy mom. I'm always on the go. I always have my phone. That's kind of how I was doing things in between dropping one child off, picking another up, going from job A to job B. I was already kind of busy. So to fill my schedule with my business and continuing on keeping busy, I was already used to it. I was already used to having my phone on hand. Hey, girl. And everybody was home. And a lot of moms needed 5 minutes. They needed 5 minutes for themselves, 5 minutes to forget, 5 minutes to just breathe. And so just sending out some little pampering packages and getting those this is amazing, I absolutely love this, and what have you, made me want to do it more, especially being I could do it from my couch in my pajamas.
That's the best part.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm a big believer, like, so I'm going to say this, I'm totally transparent. I feel like the pandemic, we all worked smarter, right? Not harder.
Yeah.
And I think it gave a lot of people hope that we can work virtually and do facials like this, right?
Yeah.
Or share the product like this. And it gave a lot of people who were, kind of in turmoil, they didn't know when the next paycheck was coming from, a little bit of hope that they can do the business. So I love that. And you're right. There was a lot of people out there that needed that little spa session, that little pampering, that extra love, if you will, during like being stuck at home and kids running around.
Yeah.
So I think it definitely helped a lot of people. And I definitely agree with you 1,000% that our business became very streamlined and very simple during the pandemic. And we learned a lot. And that's what I love about Mary Kay, that we will make a way, find a way, and we did. And so I am a big believer that a lot of, like you, a bunch of people, I think a lot of people are moving up in the business because they find it that it's more simpler. And so I came from, like, one of the reasons that I started was I wanted to get out of the house. Right? But that's my personality. So it was like, oh, I can join Mary Kay and we can have parties with a bunch of women on a Friday and a Thursday night with wine and cheese. Like, where do I sign? And I can make money?
Yeah.
Like, sign me up. Like, that's what I want to do. Right? And have fun, right? Because it always has to be fun. So it went from that to doing this way, but I feel like it's different and it's still fun. But I feel like now with the virtual, again, a lot more people are able to do it from home, and we're able to touch a lot more women across, some of our consultants, as you know, Kim, were like doing facials in Maryland, North Carolina, this, that, it's amazing. And so I'm so happy. I mean, not happy about the pandemic, but I'm so happy that we were able to do it like this. And I don't know if I'll ever go back to, working together between me and you, and everybody else watching.
Everyone else.
All right. So what message, Kim, this is the last question. What message do you have for someone watching today that may have some sort of reservation about, like, joining, or thinks it's not a good time to start a business? Like, what message do you have for people out there watching?
Tell me a time in your life where things were calm, because there never will be. There never will be a time where there's not something happening. Just do it, because you're going to say tomorrow for a really long time. And then you're missing out on all of the potential gains, whether it be to help a family member, to share the product for a smile, to get yourself an income. You're delaying, you're blocking your blessing by getting in your own way. Truly, that truly is how I feel.
Oh my God, that's awesome. What a great message. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to go ahead. We're done. I am just going to jump on real quick, Kim, if you want to just stick around.
Sure.
And for the people at home watching, I'm just going to let you know, between now and the end of September, we have an amazing, amazing deal in Mary Kay. And so if you ever thought that, this is something that I would want to do, maybe there's somebody like Kim that you're going to help, that you need to help out. Whatever the case is, you've always wanted to, if you love makeup, you love, skincare, you've always wanted to start your own business, you're curious about what's happening, you need something positive in your life. I mean, all those things, you're attracted by the flexibility, the finance, the free cars, whatever it is. Just, I want to share with you the specials that we have. And again, the e-start is only until the end of September. So I want to go ahead and share my screen. Give me a second here. Here we go. And there we go. Awesome. So as you see here, we have always had this starter kit. When I started, it was $100 to start, and it's still, 10 years later, it's still $100 to start. What I love about this starter kit is that you get all of the tools, all of the demos that you would need to start your business. It's about $400 in products, you guys, and you get it for $100. So that is always going to be available. That is still available. That is one of the options that you can pick to start your Mary Kay business. It comes with digital marketing tools, literature, educational materials, everything you see in that picture, and then some. You also get the support of your recruiter, and you also get the support of your sales director. If I'm your sales director, you'll have my support. And so there's, step-by-step education, online, however you like to learn. That is available to you. If you're a one-on-one girl, we'll give you one-on-one. If you're an online girl, we'll give you online tools. However it is that you learn, and you'll be on your way. And so the next option is the option that I spoke about, which is only available until September 30th. So we don't have very much time, you guys. And it's $30. $30 to start, and that's the eStart. And the company's so good. They came up with this during the pandemic. They knew that we weren't going to people's houses. We didn't need the demos, so they came up with a way so that, new people can really take advantage of this business. And so the eStart is only $30, and what you get with that is you get a free website. The free website alone is $30 a year. And so then in addition to that, you're going to get the use of the ProPay system, which is just a credit card service. And that's $39 a year. So that's a $69 value that you're getting for $30. And listen, $30 is not going to make or break the bank. I always say $30 is what I spent. I spent $30 at Dunkin' Donuts the other day with my kids because everybody wanted this, that, a thing of donuts, you spend that in Target in the dollar section when you walk in, right? At Walmart, wherever it is you shop. I mean, and even if you just wanted a peek into what we do, how we do it, $30, I mean, it's an amazing, fantastic deal. And then, of course, you have the option of getting both, right? Which is my favorite, which is this pink thing here, the full starter kit, which would be the $100 and the $30 eStart, so that you get access to your free website and the ProPay, which you need in order to accept credit cards. Because nowadays people, no touching, no contact, it's the best thing. And so that's it. That's all you need to do to start a Mary Kay business, and you get to hang out with us. So if anybody has any questions, now would be the time. Let me stop this share. Now would be the time to ask them. You can ask them in the comments. If you'd like to ask us behind the scenes, that's fine too. Just send Kim or myself a messenger. Let me just check. I have some. Sorry, I told you to lower your volume, and then I put on my phone, I swipe up, and here we are talking. I was just checking to see if anybody had any questions in the comments, but they don't. They're just little shout outs for you, Kimmy. So with all of that being said, again, if you have any questions, go ahead, leave them in the comments, because we can come back and revisit and answer them for you, or you can just, ask them to Kim behind the scenes, or myself, and we'll be happy to answer them. Good luck, and I really hope that you consider starting something beautiful. So thank you so much, Kim. Thank you so much for being on. And we will be back doing this sometime soon. Again, my name is Jessica Velarde. I'm a sales director at Mary Kay, and I thank you for your time. Have a great afternoon. Bye.
Bye.